Jane Dagmy from Designers Today, and I have the pleasure of speaking with Christina Henck from Henck Design in Philadelphia, which is my hometown. So when I first met you, I was like, Philly, yay!
Yes.
I just loved, I still have an affinity for the city.
There's so many great things about Philadelphia. I mean, we're kind of the underdogs. We can't say it now because we won the Super Bowl last year. But yeah, I mean, there's so many great things about it. There's different areas geographically, there's mountains, there's beaches, there's cities, so we have a lot going for us.
And as far as your design firm, where do you specialize? Do you go, what do you cover in Philadelphia? Who are your clients?
So we cover 3 different areas and 3 different types of clients, but really they're the same people. So there's a whole life cycle in Philadelphia where if we take care of people in the city, many times when they have children, they move to the main line. We take care of them there so they can have their families in the suburbs. And then they usually buy a shore home down the Jersey Shore, we say.
Yes.
So many times we touch them in 3 areas. We're smack in the city, so we're in between the main line, sort of suburban area, and then the beaches of the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, and that's great because that's really a relationship-based business.
Yes.
You have
It's
their
a whole life
loyalty, they
cycle.
want you, yeah.
And many times when they retire, they move back to the city to a condos as empty nesters. So sometimes we even touch them 4 times, which is fabulous.
And how long have you been in business?
6 years.
6 years, 4 times. That's an amazing record.
We've made it 3. So we're hoping for 4. I think before we reach 8 years, we'll be able to touch clients 4 times and then sort of continue that cycle.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm one of your stalkers, many stalkers on Instagram. So I know that you've got a lot of things going on with some interesting collaborations.
Yes.
So share what's going on.
Yeah, so CB2, Crate and Barrel's modern line, Crate and Barrel officially reached out to me and said, we love what you're doing on Instagram. So not only are you an influencer, but you're an interior designer. So you reach people in our target market in the area just through social media, but also you're educated in design. So we would love for you to launch our new line with Goop. So Goop is Gwyneth Paltrow's health and wellness line. It's a website and a magazine, very West Coast. I point that way because that's West. So they put together this collaboration called Goop X CB2, and it's very feminine, very beautiful, very chic and pretty casual at the same time. So I launched that for the new CB2 store that's in Rittenhouse, which is in Philadelphia.
That's great. So hung out there, consumers came in and you just talked about the line.
Yeah, I did a demonstration of how you can style it with other CB2 lines as well as the Goop collection and how they can really flow together. And just talking about the details, many times clients don't know what a mohair is, the difference between a chenille and a velvet, talking about all those details and helping them understand the full collection.
How lucky to have a designer that knows all that to really help, because people that work in retail stores don't always know that, so they're not always designers, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And then we were able to share it with, our audience on Instagram and other social media outlets and recapped it in blogs. And so we helped them spread the word as well.
That's awesome. Market, you're here for how many days?
4 days.
4 days. What's, your 3 top priorities here?
Oh, wow. I think upholstered goods, I'm always looking to, be open to new upholstery lines. There's, the sky's the limit. You always want to really be educated on each company and how things are constructed. You want to know what can be upgraded and what all your fabric choices and options are.
Sure.
So I think upholstered goods is always a thing for me that I'm looking for. And then case goods, I know you and Barry talked about trends. There's so many trends, and I think we're on top of the trends. It's really about many times how to beat the trends and how to stay classic, but also bringing those trends in so that it can all work together, because you don't want to create something that's so trendy that it's going to date.
Right.
We're really known for mixing old with new, so that's kind of the name of the game for me and my company and my aesthetic is like bringing in new trends that are tasteful that I don't think are going to date and mixing those with classic pieces.
It's so exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is this your first day getting out there?
It is, yeah. Well, I was out last night, so I met with Mitchell Gold and Bob Williams. I have a collaboration. We're going to do a party with them. King of Prussia is their
Philly town,
their
yes.
flagship store.
Right.
So we're gonna have a really big party there, and we're in the process of planning that. So I met with them last night as soon as I got in, and kind of went back to the hotel to get some rest. So I'm out today.
Well, maybe I can plan a trip to Philly for that. That'll be fun.
I would love that.
Well, thank you for being here with me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I will see you at market.
Yes.